it is Thursday and I just got back from my friend's house. We were filming the last episode for our podcast for a little bit because he'll be traveling for about a month. So I just got home and I am currently getting some studying done for my board exam coming up. I've been doing that for the past hour or two, which doesn't sound like much, but for me it is. I had a pretty big workout today, so even holding my phone to record right now is a little bit painful. I'm still so sore, but it was a good workout. I got a good treadmill run in, which I don't normally do. And yeah, today the plan is to get as much studying done as I can. And also, kind of something interesting is that I am actually rehabbing a baby bird that we found, and he has been doing so well. He is a baby house sparrow, and my mom is actually a licensed wildlife rehabilitator, so she knows everything about how to take care of him. But he's just been so adorable and so cute to take care of. It is very intensive because you have to feed him every 15 minutes. But he is doing so great, and we're hoping to be able to release him. So that's always the goal. But yeah, his name is Speary, and he has just been so much fun rehabbing and taking care of. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some more studying done, you guys, and I will update you all in a little bit. Okay, so I figured at some point I'll go more in depth into how I'm actually preparing for this exam, but I am currently using the boot camp program for their videos and quizzes, which has helped me make like some makeshift Anki cards. But I'm pretty old school when it comes to my flashcards, so I actually prefer using handwritten ones, and so that's what I'm doing here. So let me explain the setup a little bit. Any quiz questions that I miss on a topic go on this card. I am using the scribble method for my notebook. So as I'm watching videos, I'm scribbling down everything in here. It doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to look legible. It just needs to be me actively engaging with the material. And then obviously as well, I'm annotating with Post-its in my first aid for USMLE. This is for 2025, but to be honest, I've heard that not much changes year to year, especially because I'm planning on taking this exam next year. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal to use this. I just need to go ahead and get started studying. So I figured using this edition would be fine. And I'm currently still in my biochem section. We're in the cellular part of biochem, and so I'm just kind of going through here. I watched the videos, which thank goodness are pretty short. They're usually less than 10 minutes. I annotate anything in my first aid that is not included in the text, and then I do the quiz on my own without looking at my notes. Whatever quiz questions I miss go in my flashcards, and then as I'm following along with the video, all of that will go into my scribble notebook. So I mean, I keep my setup pretty simple. At some point as I get closer to the exam, I'm going to start using UWorld kind of 3 months out from the exam. I'm not there yet. I did not get a very strong basic science foundation, so that's why I'm starting to study now, because some of it's like I'm learning this stuff for the very first time. So this stage of my studying process is going to be the longest stage, and then I feel like once I get through this, I'm in the review phase. I can go through UWorld pretty quickly within 2-3 months, and it is kind of expensive, so I'm kind of trying to limit the more expensive resources till the end. Like if I need Sketchy, if I need anything else, I have Pathoma already. So I feel like as far as books and a good solid foundational program, which is boot camp, I feel like that should be fine. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through here, and my goal is to get through 5 to 8 pages a day. I mean, it's not that much right now. As I said, I'm in the beginning stages. I don't want to overwhelm myself too much, and I do want to make sure that the stuff I'm learning now, I'm going to remember in 7 to 8 months. So it's nothing crazy. I'm just taking my time with it, really making sure I'm enjoying and engaging with the material. But yeah, so that's basically my study process at the moment. It does take me a while to get through each video though, because I am annotating and making little notes along the way, so I have to pause. But yeah, overall, this is sort of my study strategy. As I said, a little later on I'll create a video that's a bit more in depth about my process and everything, but for now this is working for me. I'm retaining everything, so I can't complain about that. Just came outside to get a little bit of a breather from studying. I've been in there for like 3 hours straight. It's kind of crazy. It's a nice cloudy sky. I don't know if you guys saw that just now. It's still a little hot, but not too bad. I thought about going for a run today, but to be honest, after yesterday's workout, I'm cooked. Like, I just can't. So I think I'm just gonna do like a little yoga routine tonight or this afternoon, just to have some movement in, making sure I'm not losing any flexibility, because that's actually one of my goals recently, is to build flexibility. And so I'm gonna be trying to do that every single day if I can, if not every other day. Yeah, so I'm gonna go make some tea now and get back to study. Tea. It has like echinacea and some really good stuff in it. The only thing I didn't think about is that some of this like chamomile can put you to sleep, and I'm trying to study, but I'm hoping what it's going to do is just relax me and not make me tired, because I need to be relaxed so I'm not so hyperactive. So hopefully this will do the trick, but let's go get studied. Hi everyone, it is a few hours later. I've had some lunch, I had a nap. I am currently just finishing feeding some crickets to the little one right now. I am getting ready to start work for the day, so pretty exciting stuff. But yeah, I mean, I've just been studying all day, nothing too crazy. I took the dogs on a walk, and yeah, it's been a pretty boring day, to be honest. I have a lot of editing and a lot of things to do social media wise. I need to get on that as soon as possible as well. So yeah, we're just waiting for our student to show up, and yeah, so far so good today. Anything?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we did how about the exponential graphing? You did okay with that as well?
Not, no, a little kind of.
Okay.
A little more work on that.
A little more work on that one. Okay. Let's go over to it. Now we can do this. And okay. Can you see my screen? Good morning, you beautiful people. It is Friday. Obviously did not vlog much yesterday afternoon. Fell asleep really early, just so exhausted, to be honest. Didn't run today. It's been a very off week for me running wise. Besides the workout I did on Wednesday, haven't really done anything, so that's not good. I'm not saying I'm like, yay, I'm resting. No, like, that's not good. Might do an afternoon run with the dogs if I feel so inclined. I am actually not starting my marathon build until September, like the actual serious one. I'm just building up a good aerobic base at the moment, so it's not like if I miss a day, my training is ruined. Not that like missing a day or 2 or 3 is going to ruin your training, but just for me personally, I need consistency. But because right now it's not really serious training, I haven't been treating it as such, I guess. So anyway, this morning I am headed off to the Secretary of Education's office to pick up a document I need for graduation. As you guys know, this whole debacle with not being able to graduate on time because of paperwork has been so stressful and so annoying. But hopefully today I will get the document that I need to be able to graduate in December instead of May, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna head there this morning. Besides that, you guys know the drill: studying, working, nothing else pretty much planned for the day. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go get this day started. So I just got the document that I needed. It is all correct, so I'm very excited. That means that I'm going to be able to hand it in and hopefully graduate. But anyway, I'm actually headed to the phone company, or my cell phone company right now, AT&T, because I have to renew my contract. So I'm headed there now. Busy day, but it's fine. guys, a little bit later. I've been home for a few hours, taking the pups on our afternoon stroll. It has been quite a busy day. I don't know if you all know this, but I get really bad car sickness since I almost have to take a Dramamine every single time I go anywhere. It wasn't the case today, but I did have to do about 2 hours worth of riding in the car just to get around and doing all the errands I had to do. So not fun, but over now. Been home, been studying, caring for the baby bird that I'm rehabilitating. But other than that, you guys, it's my vacation week is almost over, and it's so sad because it really feels like I haven't gotten anything that I've wanted to do done this week. I mean, the only thing is that I've really relaxed by taking a break from running, but we're gonna get back on track next week. I need a week to recuperate physically from everything that I've been doing. But yeah, I mean, it's been really tough trying to keep up with school, work, my other work, and YouTube, my podcast, and running. So at some point, one of those things is going to fall through the cracks, I think. But I haven't quite reached the point of burnout. I think I'm about to. So that's why I'm just reassessing, giving myself a little bit of off time and not stressing too much. The good news is that with the podcast, I'm doing it with somebody else, so he can kind of help pick things up, especially when it comes to editing. So, I mean, can't complain, there's no issue, but it's a beautiful day otherwise, apart from my mini spiral that I've been having this week. But you know, it is what it is, you guys. Not every day will be perfect, but we have to be grateful and count our blessings for what we do have instead of focusing on what we don't have. So, with that being said, I'm trying to open this gate. There it goes. Okay. Y'all, I have no upper arm strength thanks to that freaking workout I did on Wednesday. It's still haunting me. But anyway, I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Whisper, Whisper, hi. Hi, Whisper. Hi, Snoot. Hey, Snoot. Hi. Snoot. Snoot Kaboot. Oh, hello. Hello. Hi, Snoot. Oh, there's a buddy. There's a buddy. There's a happy boy. Okay, so we are back home. I am in study mode again, as you can tell, you guys. I'm really trying to get back into my study grind because this exam, if I'm going to be honest, is giving me, I don't want to use the word anxiety, but it's making me really, really stressed because it is a very difficult exam. As I mentioned the other day, it's not content that really the country where I did my medical license is specialized in. It's just basic sciences. And this exam is completely basic sciences where I am more skilled with clinical sciences. So anything that's, biochem, immunology, any of that is really foreign to me. So having to learn all that for the first time is really kind of throwing me for a loop, but it's fine. But anyway, the point of that little rant is that I'm trying to really get serious about studying and preparing for this really important exam that I have for next year. I don't think I've mentioned, I think I'll do like an actual separate video about it later, about my future plans, kind of what's changed, because there have been some changes and new decisions that I've made, but I want to get a little further along the line before I make anything announced or official. So I'm gonna wait on that, but just know that for now we're gonna work on this and see how it goes. I have work in about 2 hours, so that gives me a good chunk of time. I might have a snack and watch a cheeky little episode of a series or something. I'm not sure yet. This little guy has been doing so well. He's eating, he's doing all the things. He's so cute. He's learning new things every single day. We love him. He's so adorable and he's so precious. But anyway, we're doing that, of course. So yeah, let's get back into studying, get back into the grind, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, you guys, so I am still studying. My first student canceled, so I actually have 3 hours of studying, which is really good. I'm about an hour and a half into my study session. Took a little bit of a break to have a snack, and now I am back at it. Right now, I am currently learning cellular biochem, which is actually really interesting. I am following along with the boot camp videos right now, which thank goodness are so short and so digestible. But I am going through this now. I am exhausted. I feel like I quit energy drinks last year after my intern year because I thought, that's not good for me. I'm not going to do it. And there's no reason to continue a bad habit. But you guys, I'm suffering without energy. But maybe I'll take a little walk outside and see if that helps. But your girl is trying very hard to stay concentrated and focused, but it's very difficult, especially because I'm on vacation. But because I'm on vacation, it's really a good time to get a head start on this stuff, because when I go back to work next week, I know it's going to be very busy. I won't have time to do any of this. So, we're trying to do what we can, but I feel like sitting down to study for anything longer than 10 minutes just doesn't feel natural to me yet. And it's just getting back into a rhythm of things. I think before, when I was able to do really long study blocks, it was out of fear of failing, my med school exams and stuff. And because this exam doesn't feel close by yet, I'm not feeling that pressure like I was with those exams. So I feel like for me, I'm still very relaxed and chill. To me, it's in the distant future. So I think I'm approaching it a little bit more casually than I normally would with a typical exam. So I think that's what's going on. It's just a mental thing, but I just need to really lock in and focus and, hope that I am going to retain all of this information, later on. But I am doing a very good job doing some active recall, not just passive learning or not doing any passive learning. And yeah, I've done a few videos, I think, on my study methods, but I don't actually take any notes when I study. I mainly do annotations in my book and the scribble method in my notebook. And so I don't do any notes or anything. So for me, my study process has gotten a lot more condensed, which is really good. But it still means that it just makes it where it's a little bit more difficult for me to not be doing much, because I'm used to writing notes. So I feel like the scribble method has really, really helped me, because it does force me to stay engaged and involved with what I'm doing. But, it's just building a habit again. Today's Friday. I have a few more days before I go back to work. I go back to work on Monday. So I'm trying to enjoy my vacation while also getting a head start, which is a weird thing to have to balance, I guess, because it's I'm trying to relax but also study. So yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna quit yapping and get back to actually studying, because I am wasting some time. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in just a little bit. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday and we are already studying, and you know how it is. But anyway, we have gotten ready. I don't really have any work today, but I figured makeup will make me feel a little bit put together. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here, you guys. It's been a really fun few days getting back into vlogging, and yeah, just getting back into the rhythm of things. But if you made it this far, thank you so much. And if you feel like it, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up or comment something positive down in the comment section below. And I make content like this every single week, so feel free to subscribe to stay updated on when I release new content. And thank you so much, you guys, for sticking around to the end of this video. And if you did, comment this emoji, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.